gentlemen, welcome to Newton, Iowa, here at one of the fastest short tracks in the world. This 0.825 mile long short track has some of the greatest racing we see anywhere in the country. It is going to be a brilliant weekend of racing. We saw it in FSS yesterday, and now we'll see the Cup guys try and go out and do some qualifying today. Already a few cars have done some early qualifying, and the cut lines are going to be very, very close this weekend. Times of like possibly 0.8s could be DNQ times here for this race. It is going to be crazy to see who could DNQ. It's very, very competitive here. I'm your host, Bad Content here, but it's been a great season so far, and on the round 12 of the season. But getting into the track info for you, already said 0.875 miles long, 4 turns, 12 degrees of banking here at this racetrack, 10 degrees on the tri-oval. It's just constant left. It's insane, the shape of this track and the forces you feel. 20 pit stalls on this racetrack. Average fuel windows around 40 to 46 laps, and the average lap times are 21.740. Looking into the point situation though, things getting really close, especially near that cut line. You see Triple B only 1 point above Freezy in the cut. Mystic is only 9 above. Dylan only 12 above. Soggy only 29 above. I mean, it's very close here. The guys right now that are really only safe, that are pretty safe, Sam, Jalen are pretty safe right now. Both WTR cars up the top right there. Bryce, he's not even safe. So, third through, what, 13th are separated by like 60 points or so. It is absurd how close it has been this season, but not close for the lead at all. Sam has dominated this whole season. Looking at the team points, though, I mean, it has been really, really close as well between the team points, especially between the two 4-car team operations, Wayne Taylor Racing and Greenhouse Racing. We mentioned Wayne Taylor Racing with Jalen and Sam, Hunter and Chevy Cam's YouTube as well. They have a very good operation going on over there. Right now, 2 above the powerhouse of Greenhouse Racing, the Toyota team. They are also very stacked as well. Drivers like Ace Sprout, Bryce, Zoll, Triple B, a very great team. You see R&R Racing as well. Really far back, but still very great job for a 3-car team. That is King, Mystic, and Strauss. Cool Motorsports as well, headed by Dylan. IBCS All-Star Racing. A very young team, but full of great, promising drivers. The one thing I want to talk about is the Fords. The 4-car team for Ford. At Worldwide Motorsports, 47 points. That is horrible this season. They have had such bad luck. It has been very, very bad for them this season with that 4-car team. And you see it for Ford in the manufacturer standings. Once again, lacking way behind every other manufacturer on the grid. But honestly, Toyota, Chevrolet, they have had a great battle this whole season, especially with the WTR and GHR matchup. It has been fun to watch this whole season, but we're about ready to get going here at Iowa in qualifying, as timer is going to start here. And I believe it'll be it'll be Landon to go out first. So Landon will be going out first. Remember, it's 2 laps for qualifying here. And at turn 1 he goes. We'll see what this lap time is as he comes out of turn number 4. And that is a 21.667. That is brilliant from him. And we'll see the second lap there. Sorry, the lap time board isn't showing up. And so that second lap, we'll have to take a look at that there. The second lap is going to be, sorry, just trying to get things sorted out here. Next driver can go, by the way, so that would be Trey. That second lap is a 21.667 right there. 21.817, pardon. Hunter was not waiting, whatever. He decided to get going. There we go. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But Hunter, right now in the point situation, P15 in the standings right now, trying do something for WTR. Honestly, he's kind of done pretty well this season. Compared to last season, he wasn't really competing for anything. But this season, he's changed that all around. Now actually fighting in races. That lap time there was a 22.1. Definitely will have to step it up this second lap. Into the wall on exit. And Hunter into the wall once again. Obviously, some news for WTR this weekend. Going to be without without one of their top drivers. Well, probably will be. Jalen, he is actually in Germany right now. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do. Jalen obviously second in the points this season behind Sam. Sam did early qualifying though. As it'll be Trey to go out here. Sam, right now on pole, it is Way who did early qualifying with a 21.579. As that first lap there was a 21.921. So we'll probably have to step up the pace here this second lap as he goes down the back straightaway towards turn 3. And this lap will be a 21.833. So it could be cutting it close here. Wait, hold on. Is he in here?
Yo, B6, bro. Devin.
Yeah, he is not in here, bro. Wait, let me.
Also, Josh Cobra has a correspondent too.
Yeah, let me kick him.
And Senator.
And Senator.
And Josh Cobra.
And Josh Cobra. What is with these guys, dude? They're not even in D1 yet. What are they doing? This guy Senator's raced one FSS race, man. I'm feeling it's going to be a very quiet day for qualifying. Nice train. He was actually up there at the front a little bit yesterday in the FSS series. Running a little bit behind Cardi there. It's coming back to the stripe. That first lap is a 21.9 there for Train. He's coming out of turn number 2. He goes. Into turn number 3, Train. Looking to go into the race here, and he will go to a 21.717. I think that should be good enough. I believe so. I'm not 100% positive on that. So nobody else is going out right now. Again, we'll pull up those team standings. Sonic Speeds Racing, I see him with his car spawn down there. Obviously a brand new team. He just created it, I'm pretty sure, right after Talladega. Brand new, I think, 3-car operation? I believe it's a 3-car operation. That might be a 2-car. Looking to do something special. And we haven't really talked much about these team standings yet. I mean, because it really doesn't make much sense. I mean, the teams, they're... it's really, really hard for a 3-car team to beat a 2-car team, to beat a 4-car team. There's not really much to talk about, but those top teams really competing, as Sonic running way up the top, now going all the way down the racetrack. See what he can do, but Sonic to a 22.017 that first lap. Sonic's been trying to make a name for himself here in Carvana recently. As he comes up on out of turn number 4 and back to the stripe. It's a 21.967 there. It's an improvement, but not much. As Jalen will be the next guy who could go out. Jalen, obviously, that was in Germany, so I'm going to be thrilled to see how this lap will go. JD. But old Jalen into the wall here. Now he will start his laps. Into turn number 1. Almost into the outside wall there. For Jalen. As he enters turn number 3. Jalen, this first lap, probably botched into the wall. He goes again. And that first time was a 22.283. And into the wall he goes on the second lap there. And that is probably going to be it for this lap. He's going to pull it down. So rough showing for that lap there for his run. So right now the order is going to be, we now already have a full field here in qualifying. 14 cars is going to be the cut. I'm going to pull this down here, but Way right now on pole to 21.579. Obviously, Way has been dealing with some lag issues this season. I mean, we've seen in the race, his race pace really isn't quite what it was last season. It's just been problem after problem. It's almost like oof in a way. Super good in qualifying, but just his internet not really good enough to keep up. And he ends up losing out, usually dropping to the back. But right now it's Way, Sam. Sam obviously leading those points. And CCSE has been dominating. Actually, if we look at it, 365. He is a full 100 points over second place. If that isn't domination, I don't know what is. That is absurd. there from Sam. As, I mean, yeah, just Sam. He's been super good. He's won a few races this season. If I go back, actually, yeah, one last race at Talladega and a crazy, crazy finish. It was actually, on the ticker, it said it was Freezy who originally won the race, but Sam, in the game and on everybody else's POV, he was actually ahead of Freezy, so that was very controversial. Sam also gets it done at Auto Club in a dominating fashion as well. 2 wins on the season for him. But the most winning driver this season has been Jalen. 3 wins, all on the road courses. As it'll actually be Sprout. And that GHR Toyota. Sprout right now in the standings. Sprout currently P4. And I mean, last season he had a really good run. He was running really well. Up, I think, top 3 in the standings. And then he just decided to take a break. Was tired of road racing over the summer. And just took a break. His first lap for him, though, is going to be P3 on the board of this session. 21.733. But yeah, Sprout now coming back. Definitely has a legitimate shot of contending for a championship here. Is probably a sure play chase bet. So he comes back to the stripe. The second lap, I don't believe there was an improvement there. Still P3 in the session. That would put him P8 right there in all of qualifying. That would knock out Jalen. So right now, actually, there would now another WTR car would be on the cut line of Hunt. That would be Hunter then. And I mean, if we go back and look at WTR, where they're all at in the standings right now, Cam's another driver we don't talk about really much this season. He was our defending or champion back-to-back and looking to go for 3 in a row. One of the most successful drivers in this league's history. Had 11 wins last season. Winless this season. If I actually go look at what his stats are looking like this season, I'm not sure they're looking very pretty. Looking at... I mean, if we look at the top 3s, Cam's has 0 top 3s this season for the defending champion. 0. That is wild, honestly. 0 top 3s for Cam's this season. If I go look into his stats, 2 pole positions. I mean, the qualifying pace hasn't gone away, certainly. He has been quite quick, but, I mean, he's lost a total 41 spots during the races this season. I mean, he's dropped. His average finishing position is an 8.6. Averages around 21 points per race. Has 1 stage victory this season, but, I mean, really, he has struggled. 106 points to his name. He has been struggling this season. But, I mean, you talk more about some of the other WTR drivers, going back to Hunter here. 98 points, 1 pole position. I believe that was at Talladega. I believe so. Average finishing position in 9.8, 11 points per race. Has DNF from 3 races, actually. And has racked up 23 penalty points. And that has certainly dinged him quite a bit. He could have been actually in front of his teammate, I'm pretty sure. Cam's. But we have 7 different winners on the season Those all being Jalen with 3, Cardi with 2, Sam with 2. Cardi obviously won last night in the part-time car in FSS. Dominated that race and qualified for this race. And early qualifying, he ran a 21.667. That is P3 right now, so I think that's a pretty safe bet to beat into the race. As Dylan's going to go out. Dylan right now, actually, he has a win on the season. Won at Martinsville. That was a win over Zane. But Dylan right now sitting P8 in the standings, 137 points, 1 win. And outside that 1 win, that is the only top 3 he's had this whole season. 1 fastest lap. Average finishing position of an 8.6. Maybe that can change today. He's Dylan, the defending race winner here at Iowa. Gonna come back to the stripe for his first lap. And this top of the board at 21.650. Still is only P3 in total. Just behind Sam as he goes down the back straightaway. Dylan driving for Cool Motorsports. And into the wall he goes. Well, if he wanted to go any better, he's going to have to settle with a P3. Yeah, don't know what happened there to him. We'll have a word with him after. In the garage area. But yeah. So P3 in total for him right now. But this is going to be interesting to see here. But yeah. One guy stats I want to look at though is Sam, the guy who is P2 currently with a 21.613. You don't see him on the board right now. But yeah, he is currently P2 on the board and 365 points to his name. He has been brilliant this whole season, really. I mean, 2 wins on the season, 1 pole, 6 top 3s, 3 fastest laps. He's has an average finishing position of 3.6. 3.6. If we actually go back to last season, I believe Cam's had something similar to that average finishing position of a 3.8. And that was Cam's who had, actually, he had, 11 wins on the season. But Cam's and Sam pretty similar right now in pace. But we're actually going to go talk to the guy who just crashed there in qualifying. That second lap obviously ran the 21.650 before. But want to interview here Dylan, see what happened to him on that lap. That second lap. Dylan, want to give us some insight as to what happened there on that second lap?
Yeah, I knew I had a good first lap. So I had alert wrecking.
Oh.
So I could put it on my fat edit account, bro.
Oh, okay.
And hit the wall pretty hard.
Are you moving, or is that just my stick drift?
That's just
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Hope not. I don't think it is. I think it was just you moving. I don't know. I might be just good too. But yeah, right now P3 on the board. How are you feeling about that lap time?
Obviously it's good. But I'm gonna have to worry about 2 races this weekend because I got a championship to worry about. But still I'm pretty fast at Iowa, so I think that should help. Me and my teammate both went P. I think we're P3 and P4 right now on the board. So obviously, pretty good effort by Cool Motorsports. I don't know about Sonic. I hope he stays in the race, but it's looking
It's
pretty.
not looking good for him right now.
Yeah, pretty slim right now, but we can hope. We can hope.
Yeah, certainly. All right. Well, thank you, Dylan, the number 1 here for Cool Motorsports. Qualifying P3 so far here today. But yeah, good luck on your championship tonight. Not tonight, tomorrow. But, yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, not much to go talk about right now. We're gonna head to a quick commercial break and be back afterwards for the next qualifier.
Man, I can't wait to open the stuff I got from the store. It's so cool. Wear my seatbelt? No way. Ah!
And we're back here at Iowa. Still no new qualifiers yet, but we are going to interview the guy who is at the moment P10 in qualifying. Zoll, went early qualifying, but how do you feel about your laps you put down yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday, not good. it's because today I was supposed to be out all day, but change of plans. But we're here. I was practicing early in the morning. I was hitting like fast laps that I couldn't even imagine, and I was pretty mad at myself that I qualified very low. But hopefully we make the race because I have incredible pace here. MWT Fun Race kept up with Cardi, and what I saw in FSS, I think I would also have kept up with Cardi if I was racing. But let's just see what happens on Sunday tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Zol, you talked to us about your haircut earlier, and I mean, it seems like didn't really go too right for you. Did you get that fixed in that post haircut shower, or are things looking really rough up there still?
Yeah, currently not right now it's drying. I would show myself, but I don't want to get myself leaked like in a million servers. But it was looking pretty good and fresh. I'm gonna get all the huzz there, and yeah.
You also said, you got yourself some bread, so that's nice. Bread and coffee
Yeah.
is his everyday meal. So
Yeah, as an Hispanic
Mr.
person,
Katz is going, by the way.
I see Mr. Katz going out here. So yeah.
ML Giats.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Zol.
Thank you.
Mystic now going out here. Mystic P9 in the chase standings right now, just above the cut line. Is actually what, only 10 points or so above as he comes back to the line for his first lap, which is a 22.017, and that will not be making the race. Mystic, I mean, he's been struggling with his laps so far this weekend. It's been really rough, and we'll see if he can do something better this second lap. He has to if he wants to make the race, and he will. It'll be a 21.7 3-3. That should be in the race. That's actually tied there with A Sprout. But Mystic right now actually going to that would be P10 right there. That would knock out Sonic from the race, unfortunately. So Sonic is now going to be out of the race. P10 there for Mystic. And that's really where Mystic has been running kind of this whole season, is really P10, P9. It's been really rough going for him. Not one win. 0 wins on the season. He has one top 3 the whole season. Completed 10 races this season. Has an average finishing position of 9.2. And I mean, compared to last season, I mean, he was, a lot better. P3 in the standings last season. Had 3 wins, 11 top 3s. Average finishing position of 5.1. It is, certainly taken, gone down the wrong way for him, as Zav waiting at the end of pit lane to get going here. But, yeah, Mystic has he has seen a huge drop in performance since last season. But Zav, P24 in the standings right now. Believe completed 3 races. That would be Daytona Auto Club and Silverstone. P10, P9, and P7 in all those. Gives him 42 points on the season as Zav starts his first lap here, coming out of turn number 2. This racetrack, man, it is so quick. It's just so fast, really, other than anything we see here on the schedule. That first lap there for Zav is a 22.167. Gotta go quicker than that to get into this race as he comes up on out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. And exiting turn number 4, this lap is going to be a 22.129, and that will unfortunately be out of the race there for Zav. next guy, though, is going to be Killer Soggy, who has barged onto the scene. Auto Club won the race in dominating fashion. That was his first race in FSS. Really didn't have to use the true ladder. Didn't really have to grind it out down there for a cup ride. He was one and done in the FSS series. Won over Zoll at Auto Club, and then has performed quite well. Currently sitting P6 in the standings. Even though he really started late in the season, he has been really good. An average finishing position of 7th on the season. This first lap will be a 21.8. I believe that should be in the race for now. Yeah, just barely. That would be right behind Bryce. The second lap here for Killer Soggy, as he comes back to the stripe, will be a 21.750. And that will be above Zoll. That will knock out Trey from the race. And that will put Tim right on the cut line there. And here is one guy, Ross. A guy who was in the chase last season. Actually, at a point, was a possible championship favorite. Ross had a few wins last season. Dover and Watkins Glen beat Jalen. Watkins Glen beat Freezy in that battle at Dover. But Ross last season had an average finishing position of 6.8. I mean, he was really good. And near the end of the season, if we look at the chase, I mean, he was on fire, man. Finished P5 in the chase standings, but what? 2 top 3s, 1 win in the chase, average finishing position of 7.3. He was really good there in the chase last season. Definitely could have given Cams a run for his money. But here he comes to start his laps, and this season's been complete opposite. I mean, he's P20 in points right now. 52 points to his name. As Ross coming on up out of turn number 4 will go to around near the bottom, 22.017. Has to improve this second lap, certainly. And coming out of turn number 4, Ross going to go to no improvement there. That will be out the race. And again, another heartbreak for him. But yeah, once again, Ross will be out the race. So the next guy will be going out is Strauss for R&R Racing. And speaking of R&R Racing, I thought we had him in there. We had Mystic in here. We'll talk with him right after Strauss goes out. But Strauss this season, P14 in standings. Definitely is in the hunt for the chase. 21 points back of Triple B. Is a real possibility. Could certainly make it. As he goes into the wall off turn number 2. Now exiting turn 4, this first lap here for Strauss. 21.846. I believe that is currently out right now. Yes, that is out. Trying to knock out Tim. Through 3 and 4. This would be critical if he can make this race. And it's a 21.833 and ties with Trey, but that tie is out of the race, unfortunately. 15 there for Strauss. That's a killer for him. I mean, he definitely needed this if he wanted to make the race today. But another guy, I mean, who really needs this, Triple B. He's got to be here. Honestly, if he wants to stay in the chase. Only 1 point above Freezy, and guess who's here? Freezy. He is here right now. Currently hasn't gone out just yet. Freezy usually goes during the back half of qualifying. But Freezy, I mean, he's shown some pretty good talent this season. One top 3, and that really doesn't show everything. Martinsville was one of the fastest drivers. Gateway was one of the fastest drivers. P10 and P11 for him at both of those races. Killer for him. Great. Silverstone had pretty good pace there. Talladega last week, 2 weeks ago, heartbreak. Lost by inches to Sam at Talladega. I mean, it has been rough for Freezy. The stats don't tell you everything, really. But, man, Freezy, he has been pretty quick. And talk about a guy who's turned around what everybody else thinks about him. Really. He has completely flipped what everybody thinks. Last season, he was probably one of the most hated drivers in the field. People were not a fan of him. How he raced on the racetrack has turned that around this season. But, I mean, last season had an average finish of 8.1, and I believe that's where really he is right now. But I can certainly see that turning way around. Freezy right now is actually the top 4 driver. He is the only 4 driver in the top 19. The next closest 4 driver to him is Ross in P20. He is certainly carrying Team Ford this season. But, yeah, it has been quite fun to watch this guy Freezy grow. He has been phenomenal this season, but stats don't seem to show it. But still on pole is Way for this race. I don't think I've really pulled up his stats. Way has had a very, very interesting start to this season. He's been up and down. Really up and down. He is actually in negative points right now. -2 points to his name. And he's had a bunch of penalties. He's raced in 4 races. He's qualified Auto Club at Auto Club. He qualified Phoenix Auto Club. Both pole positions on the season. And what did that result in? A P13, P15 finish. Coda qualified P11. Road course, it's not his strongest bit. P13. And then Texas qualified P4 and finished P15. Actually DNF'd. And he was not happy after Texas. Was not happy at all. Actually left the league. It wasn't even anything any other driver did. He was just frustrated. So frustrated. It was a complete turnaround of what happened last season. Last season, he was one of the fastest drivers. And the really only thing that was slowing him down was himself. He would have probably won that championship if he didn't just have a bunch of mental errors and strategy errors. That was really what plagued him all last season. Now this season, it's something like what we see with Oof. With the lag. I mean, you see it in the standings, in the results. 13th, 15th, 13th, 15th. And it's just been rough. It has been a horrible season for Way. Complete turnaround for a guy that we thought could have, done something last season. I mean, yeah, it was just rough for Way. We also saw a little bit of that in the chase too. Honestly, but yeah, not much going on right now here. So we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back afterwards for another qualifier.
Kyle Busch, welcome to Menards. What can I help you with today?
Well, I've got my shopping list right here. I need some green treated lumber. I need a brown Mastercraft door. I need red Clearview cabinets and some blue Dutch Boy paint.
Those are M&Ms.
And
at Menards, we carry the world's best selection of home improvement products to help you complete your next project.
you've got more of these, right?
It's all gonna fit in your car?
I got a trunk.
Well, we were just talking about him a few moments ago, and now he's going out on the racetrack. Cam's looking to get into this race here. We'll have to beat, I believe, a 21.817 as he comes back to the stripe. He is going to not beat that, or 21.967. So has to step up the pace. The defending champion looking to turn his season around here. No better place than Iowa to do it as he comes back to the stripe. He goes to P3 in the session, and that is certainly in. A .7 puts him P8 there. Great lap for Cams to get him into the race. And Chevy Cams YouTube is going to knock out the 43 of Tim here at Iowa. And that will actually put Bryce on the cut line. Bryce did early qualifying. Bryce has had a pretty good season so far. Ever since the chase last season, completely turned it around. And Bryce sitting P3, but that could 100% change if we have some other guys show up. So far, I've had 22 drivers qualify. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of those would be early qualifiers. Some drivers yet to go, King and Freezy. King sitting P5 and Freezy sitting P11 in standings. This would be a brilliant race for Freezy if he could get in. That would be perfect. He can knock himself into the chase. One thing I'm wondering about is Triple B. But yeah, Triple B, I have no clue where he's at.
Hi, Batty.
Yeah, well, you're obviously GHR team owner. Your team is in a tight battle with WTR, and one of your top drivers right now, Triple B, no clue where he is. Do you have any insight on Triple B?
I mean, he's given zero insight, but he's been running like straight 22s for his qualifying, so I don't think he'd be anywhere near making it. So
Yeah.
I just think he's been... Either he chose to skip or he got taken out. Like we saw early in the season, you get taken out of the house a ton. But this week, definitely not the week for that number 45 machine.
Yeah, and I mean, you right now, P10, I think you'll be good. You feeling confident as King is going out, but do you feel confident about your laps?
Oh yeah, I feel good about my lap. A .733 is actually like really good at this track. It's just so many people went early and set .6s, so they were just easily in front of me. But P10 starting spot, that will be good, and we'll definitely be able to move up, and hopefully Bryce and Zol get in. They're both on the cut line right now.
Yeah, that could be a threat here, King. The R&R Racing car out on the racetrack, and it's at 21.850. Not good enough just yet. That actually puts him P18. This second lap is all where it's at for the R&R Racing Toyota. King sitting P5 in standings. Looking for a good weekend here. Coming up on out of turn 4. He's going to go to a 21.850, the exact same lap as he ran earlier. And that is going to be out of the race for King. Heartbreak for R&R Racing. Co-owner there. And could definitely hurt Toyota here today as well. But this is going to be interesting to see. Luckily, there is one R&R Racing car still in the race, and that is Mystic. I'm actually going to hear from... I want to hear from Mystic then. Well, Mystic, right now, only R&R Racing car in the field as of current. I mean, how do you feel about your team's pace today, and what could have gone better?
Honestly, I'm really not sure. I mean, at least for me, I've struggled a little bit today. I haven't really done practice before today. Today in practice, we were looking pretty decent. I was able to learn a good startup method, but honestly, I don't really know the line. Everyone here, like, not like they're leeching, but a lot of them, like, either have the line for previous seasons or their teammates or something like that. But I think my 21.9 was, like, around decent last season. That's where I was running last season. So I stepped it up a lot today. And, I mean, Strauss, he was having issues. He had to qualify on his PlayStation. Usually he's on an Xbox. King just wasn't that fast in practice the whole time. He kind of just couldn't get consistent. He would be 7s, 9s, 8s, occasional 6s, but same with me. I feel like I couldn't really get consistent. The fact that I got 7.33 was honestly pretty lucky. It's one of my better times. I was expecting more of a high 7, low 8, which would have gotten me out of the race too, but I'm able to pull a good lap out of our car here, so shout out to TikTok for sponsoring me this week, and hopefully, as the only R&R car in the field, I can do good, and hopefully Strauss can show up tomorrow if somebody misses as well, because he's first on the cut line.
Yeah, and I mean, as being one of the top Toyota teams on the grid, I mean, how are you feeling about Toyota's performance as a whole as well? I mean, I think it's been all right, but how do you feel about Toyota's performance going into the race tomorrow?
I mean, looking at the front of the board, there's a lot of Toyotas, but like people that I wouldn't really expect, to be honest. I mean, if we look, obviously, Wei, he wasn't even like supposed to be here. Well, I mean, he was supposed to be here, but like he wasn't considered even a threat. And so like, it was kind of unexpected for him to see him there. Sam, obviously, Dylan, obviously, Cardi, he's only shown up for a few races. Landon ran a really good lap. Nick and Nye out of nowhere got 0.6s. Train with a low 0.7. Tams is back for the first time in a while. So like, a lot of the top 9 there aren't really in normals. Usually you see a lot of your GHR, your WTR cars up there. If you look in the race right now, only 2 WTR cars. I mean, only 2 GHR cars, 10th and 14th. WTR obviously has Sam in 3rd. Right now it looks like Way obviously not on a team. Cool Motorsports 3rd and 4th look really good. And then, yeah, obviously this All-Star team also looks pretty good. But, yeah, a lot of the powerhouse teams just aren't really as good as you'd expect today. Even like Sonic, he's been pretty good recently. Ross, pretty veteran. Cam's for WTR. So, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be definitely a different race considering who's up towards the top 5. Other than like Sam and Dylan, who've been pretty dominant. Other than that, I think we're going to have a few new guys up front today. So, I mean, Toyota as a whole looks pretty decent, but considering we got Cool Motorsports, but GHR, R&R just aren't as fast this week, seems like.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Mystic. Good luck to you tomorrow. But yeah, that is going to be it from Mystic there in the number 2. As I don't know when the next driver will go out. I believe the next one is probably going to be Freezy, honestly. We'll see when he decides to go out. But yeah, we currently have 6 minutes, 6:45 to go in qualifying, and drivers have not yet gone out. A few of them, and one of those obviously being Freezy. We could see some others go out as well. But yeah. One thing I want to talk about is the young talent. I mean, Freezy is has quite a bit of talent. Obviously, he came in last season, middle of the season, before we really had any FSS or young driver division, honestly. But yeah, he was one of the youngest drivers and has grown a lot. But some of the other young drivers in FSS as well, it's kind of weird the situation we have in the standings as of current. Right now, the part-time car is leading the standings. Obviously, the part-time car is not in any contention for a championship at all, but it is leading the standings with 291 points. It actually has 3 wins this season. Devin is actually the highest current FSS driver with 258 points. But Chance left the server. He has 256. He also got promoted to D1. Train is P4 right now. He's second highest as well. So probably second right now in the FSS standings. Naru and M5 right behind Train. They're in D1. Twinkie, then not K. They're all in there, but then we have Landon, who isn't in there anymore. Handel, Zav, Carl are still in there, but here comes Freezy to start his laps. This will be interesting to see what he can do. Freezy usually waits till the very end of qualifying to try and maximize his practice time, get as warmed up as possible. It's not very uncommon to see him do this as he comes back to the stripe. Will this work? He goes to a 21.717. That is safe in the race right there. Actually ties with Train. Freezy gets the spot, though. That is currently P9. Knocks out Bryce. Bryce is now out of the race. Coming back to the stripe. Oh, Freezy into the wall! On the front straightaway. Don't know what happened there, but still a great lap there from Freezy to put him into the race. And that leaves how many GHR cars in? Just one GHR. No, sorry, pardon, 2 GHR cars with Zol on the cut line right now. Bryce knocked out of the race, unfortunately. So this is going to be an interesting field here tomorrow. But yeah, pretty good lap there from Freezy. He ran pretty well. I'm not sure we'll have any other drivers end up going out, but yeah, I want to go back to talking about the FSS standings right now. It's almost sort of a problem because there isn't very many defined FSS drivers in this league. A lot of the FSS drivers that were really good at the start were moved up, and now it's just the guys right behind to scramble. So right now it'd really be like Devin, Train, P2, then it'd be like Twinkie, Not K, P4, Handle is P5, then Zab is P6, Carl is P7. Obviously, Carl hot off that Talladega win last week, ended under yellow flag conditions. RB12 would be P8, Moonlight would be P9, and Senator, who is probably going to end up being moved up to D1 anyway, full-time D1. So that is probably just going to leave Heron to fill in. So that would Heron right now 60 points to his name. He is currently, I believe, last one in right now, or not last one in right now, but Senator is last one in. But Heron will probably take that spot, and Heron right now is P19 in standings. That is insane. Actually, I mean, Devin is currently 198 points above Heron. That is kind of crazy there. So, yeah, there's a lot of opportunity for a lot of FSS drivers, but the one thing you don't really see is the amount of drivers that show up in qualifying. I mean, just this weekend, we saw like 36 guys go out to attempt to qualify for FSS. Yeah, 38, pardon. 38 drivers ended up going out and qualifying. The pole position was actually Train with a 21.767, and compare that to the CCS times. That would actually be out. Pole for FSS would be out of the race here today. That is kind of crazy if you really think about it. But less than a minute to go here in qualifying. And yeah, not much going on. I don't think anybody else is going to end up going out here. But it's been a calm afternoon. 24 drivers have gone out. Not have gone out, but have ran a qualifying lap this week. Yeah, but that is kind of crazy to think about the times and the time difference and everything. Pole for FSS would be out of the race in CCS. That just shows kind of the level of talent it takes to be a driver. And there's the timer done on my end. And I believe the time in game is going to be done here. 3, 2, 1. And that is going to be it. So your pole sitter for this race today is going to be, for the race tomorrow, is going to be Waylon back out on top. Gets those 3 regular season bonus points. Will actually get him out of negative points right there. And then +1 chase point for him. Sam P2, Dylan P3, Cardi P4. Great day for Cool Motorsports. Obviously, those two are also going to be fighting for a D1 MWRT Championship Sunday night as well. Landon P5, Nick P6, Nye P7, Cams P8, Freezy P9, Train P10. Train that pole sitter for FSS. Ace Sprout P11, Mystic P12, Killer Soggy P13, and Zol P14 will be the lineup for tomorrow afternoon. It is going to be interesting to watch. But, yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for showing up here to qualifying. Quite a quiet afternoon, but still pretty crazy drama we see here in qualifying every single weekend. But thank you, everybody, for showing up and watching. And I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, and I will see you tomorrow afternoon. Have a good afternoon, have a good night, whatever.